Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And today it's the fourth EFL show on the channel. Today we're joined with four completely new content creators coming on today. We've got a Stoke fan, a Rotherham fan, a Yeovil fan, and a Oldham fan. So we'll start with the worst. We'll start with Stoke. We'll start with George. How are you, mate?
I'm alright, thank you. Are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So obviously it's the first time coming on the show. Just tell us a bit about yourself, what you do on your channel, and obviously what
Yeah.
team you
So I
support.
go home and away to watch Stoke to do match day vlogs, and I've loved doing it ever since I've started. I've met new people and got quite a few subscribers from it, and yeah, I love doing it, traveling the team I love and doing the videos I do. So yeah, that's my channel, and yeah, I like doing it every weekend.
Yeah. What started your channel? What
Um,
inspired?
I don't really know. I think I've always been like a type of person who's been into media. So I thought, yeah, let's give this a go. And yeah, I've been brilliant since I started it, and I love doing it, and I'll continue doing it still for many years and see how it gets me. So yeah, it started off really well, and it's still going well now.
Yeah, obviously your channel's going really well, and good luck. Well, obviously not for Stoke, but for your channel.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Also on the show, we're joined with Dylan Melia. I mean, I hope I've got pronounced that right.
Melia. It is
Oh,
Melia,
Melia. Oh,
but
close, close.
close.
Just tell us a bit about your channel, what team you support, and a bit about yourself.
Well, it's similar to George, really. It's just a match vlog channel. I go home and away. Not missed a game since February 2024 with Oldham. So basically gone through the entirety of the National League and now I've done the entirety of League Two as well with some newcomers coming into the league like Rotherham and stuff. So can't
Yeah.
wait to play them because I went in the EFL Trophy to Rotherham and I really like the ground. So hopefully it's a good atmosphere when we go in the league because they'll bring more fans. But yeah, I just started really on TikTok and started getting a bit of views, getting a few likes, and then everyone told me to move on to YouTube and do longer videos.
Yeah.
And I've grown my support since then, get recognised all over the country, really. People coming over and asking to be in it.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, since you started your channel, it's grown over to, I think, over 600 subscribers. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're doing obviously really well, and I'm sure that'll grow through next season. And Vale and Oldham will be playing next season, and that'll be a good one. We're also joined with a Rotherham fan, King Bush. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Happy to be on it. Yeah, I mean, I started my channel. I mean, I've got my own personal sort of King Bush 007 on TikTok. It's got sort of averaging around 300,000 views per video at the minute, which is crazy. I've got 20 odd thousand followers on Instagram. So yeah, doing pretty well. So basically, I was banned by Radio Sheffield, banned by the football club because of my voice, and yeah, all the fans were begging me to do a channel because we'd already got a fan channel. So I thought, well, nobody will watch it, so why would I do one if there is already one? But they were saying, oh, it's crap channel, blah, blah, blah. We'd love you to do one. So I did one. When we started it this season, we've already got more views than the original one that have been going. I think they've been going 7 years. We already get more views than them, which has kind of pissed them off a little bit. But yeah, it's going really well. Our channel's a little bit different. It's not only Rotherham United. We do so a Premiership show, and we do a fantasy football show as well. So I'm not on all of them, but obviously I run the channel, but other people come on and off of them, and that's going really well. And we've got a lot of World Cup content going. On my own channels, I mainly do stuff about sort of just my own feelings and stuff like that, rather than massive. But obviously I do it on mainly on Man United.
Yeah, so definitely sounds good. Obviously, your channel's grown a lot. I was watching you when you were on like a couple hundred subs. Now it's just shot up in the last couple of months, like over 1,000. It's been crazy, and there's always a lot of people watching your streams. And I remember the last time I was on your show, and it was really good, really enjoyable.
Yeah. It's good to see you've got yours going now and popping up.
Yeah.
So yeah, really good.
Yeah, thank you, mate. And for the final person coming on, we're joined with Ozzy, a Yeovil fan. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. You?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. So, yeah, just tell us a bit about your channel, what you do on there, what team you support.
Alright, so as you've mentioned, I support Yeovil. Yeah, I've recently kind of just got into it, like last year. I've loved always following Yeovil wherever I go, but I've always liked to perform, be like the centre of attention, really. So
Yeah.
I thought if I could make a channel all about Yeovil and me, it would be perfect. So that's what I've kind of decided to do. And yeah, I mean, I love it. The passion that I always try to put into the videos, yeah, I enjoy. It's rewarding. So yeah, I quite like it.
Yeah, definitely. And in the National League, I've got a quick question for you. How are the away days there? Because obviously the people in today, obviously League Two, Championship, you know, better stadiums, bigger clubs. How is the like the National League feeling? How are the stadiums and the atmosphere?
So it like really depends because you've got clubs like Southend, York, who have just went up, who have got massive stadiums, like not that far off from Bournemouth's capacity. So yeah, I mean, it's good. It depends because if you've got good pubs and what days you go on a Saturday to Eastleigh, it'll be class. If you go on to York on a Tuesday night, it's probably rubbish. So
Yeah.
depends on the day.
Yeah, fair enough. And obviously your channel, obviously you're doing more match day vlogs, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more come next season. So make sure to go and subscribe to all the channels. I'll be putting links in the descriptions. So we'll be coming on to some EFL content now. So we're going to start with George. Stoke. You know, we've got to just get it out of the way. We've got to get it out of the way. We've got to get Stoke out of the way. So for a number of years, you've been in mid-table, 14th to 18th, pretty much mid-table championship for I don't know how many seasons. I mean, you can tell me. Yeah. Just tell us how it's been for the past couple of years. Like, where do you expect to be when the transfer window kicks in?
When we first came down, I think everyone put us winning the league. We spent over 50 million, but ever since then we've been limited to FFP. We have different managers most of the seasons, and it's still the same. We have different type of players each season. It's still the same. Sporting directors, it's still the same. So I don't really know what the answer is to the downfall of Stoke.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy, and it's so boring watching us fail every single season. Because we pay our hard-earned money to watch that, and it's just like we aren't getting rewarded every season. It's like saying, "Oh, we're going to finish 16th video, and we're not doing anywhere." I mean,
Yeah,
we can spend a bit this summer, so we got to get it right. Because I said this a couple of weeks ago. If we don't get this summer right, I think we're in big trouble relegation next season. That's a big shout. I think we're in big trouble because we cannot keep having these windows and wasting these money on players who aren't ready. For me, our sporting director John Walters can't stay anymore. He's up there. He's very useless. I mean, as a football player, he was a club legend, but as a sporting director, he's a clown. So, yeah, that needs to get right quick, or we'll be in trouble. And another thing I said as well, if we want to get next season right, we've got to get players with experience in the English divisions.
yeah,
We've tried over the last couple of years to get players from foreign leagues, but they aren't ready. They're not ready to play in the Championship, one of the toughest leagues in the world. It's so tough to come over from a different country and just play well. So yeah, when you get the summer right, or we'll be down there yet again for another dull Stoke City season like usual.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking towards the transfer window coming up, where do you aim for, like, at least top 12? I mean, or is it
Wow.
just one of them where you're just trying to stay up and it'll be another mid-table season?
Well, I thought last season we were going to be up there because we were top 6 till start of January, weren't we?
Yeah.
We're flying, and we thought we finally clicked here. We finally found the right manager. We finally found the right group of players. But it fiddled out to be worse than the season before. And we were in a relegation season before that. We got 6 points at Sheffield Wednesday. We anyone to beat Sheffield Wednesday. So yeah, and the playoffs is to 8th place in it next season, the Championship. So I mean, it's open, but next season I think it's one of the best Championships we've had in years with the teams that are in
100%,
there.
yeah, I agree.
It's so hard. So I mean, like I just said, if we don't get the window right, we're going to be in right trouble, big trouble. So, Luke, can we finish top half? I don't know. Do I want to finish in top half? Yes, but we need to get this something right, or we're going to be in big trouble next season.
Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, I would say to every other club, good luck for the season upcoming. But I mean,
Come on, mate, gotta give us some luck. I haven't played him in ages.
Right, coming on to King Bush now. So Vale and Rotherham had pretty similar seasons, very dull season in League One. Both coming down to League Two. Just tell us what you're aiming for next season. Where do you expect to be, and how the players you've released, are you happy with them or not? Is there some players that you would have kept?
No, I'd get rid of a lot of them. They're all a disgrace. None of them deserve paying all season. So the fact that they've released them, I'm quite happy with. We are already being the bookies' favourites to win the league. I don't know where they get that from. We've still got no manager. We've still got no assistant manager. Steve McLaren's come in. He's come in as director of football. So he's going to appoint the new manager apparently this week. But we've got about 6 contracted players. We've got Sam Nombe still contracted. We've got Denzel Hall still contracted. We've got Ajani Martha, who's at the World Cup, still contracted. And a couple of other defenders, but we haven't got many. The rest got released. So yeah, it's a fresh start. So you can't really. I don't know why the bookies have got as favourite. I won't really know until we start seeing, one, who the manager is,
Yeah.
and 2, who the players we bring in. Because let's be honest, we were favourites last season to get in the playoffs, and we got relegated. So. And we got one of the highest wage bills in the league. We were paying Jordan Hugel, I think it was 15 grand a week. And we'd spent money as well on Martha from Ajax and stuff like that. We'd spent decent money and still got relegated because we had an awful manager that took too long to get the sack.
I saw that Martha against Vale. He looked rubbish.
Yeah, he's come through. I mean, he's played for the first team at Ajax. He's come through the Ajax academy. He's played at a good standard, but he's just lightweight. He's a bit young, and for English football, I think he would have been more suited if he would have been in the Championship, where you get a bit more time. Where League One is just too tough for him, and he's had a difficult season. In spells, you can see that he's got all the ability in the world. He's so skillful, it's unbelievable. But he just gets knocked off the ball before he's even got the ball. So in League One, so you don't really see him on the ball. But I mean, he's at the World Cup with Carousel, is it, whatever they're called? So hopefully he has a good World Cup and we can sell him, because he'll be even worse in League Two, because that's an even more of a brutal league where it's not really ability, it's all sort of brute force in it at that level. So yeah, I think hopefully we can get a fee for him if he has a good World Cup. But at least we're getting some money for him while he's at the World Cup. I think we get so much money per day. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. My expectation is that we win the league. In League Two, we should really win the league. So But like I say, we'll have to see who we sign because it's going to be a big job, and it's whether they're going to gel together straight away with that amount of players having to come in.
Yeah, and now you've seen League Two and all the teams that'll be in there. What do you think of all the teams being in there? Do you think it'll be quite a competitive league, or do you think if you get the recruitment right, that it'll be a pretty easy season for you?
Yeah, I mean, I look at the teams and I think they're terrible, aren't they? You know, we've got Chesterfield in there, and some of the teams I've never even heard of anymore. I didn't even know they was in the league. You know what I mean? Like they're just little tin pot teams, and
Barnet.
yeah, and you think, yeah, we should walk the league. We should walk it, but football isn't played on paper, or it doesn't matter what stadium you've got. If some of these teams have got more heart than us, then we're in trouble. So it's all right buying better players, which we possibly could do, but you've got to build a team spirit. And some of these teams will already have a team spirit from last season because they may have only made a few changes. We're making wholesale changes, so we've got to get it right. And if we don't, as crazy as it sounds, we could go down again.
That would not be. That would be terrible.
Yeah, I think I'd just shut the channel down after that. I'd just write it off as a bad venture.
Oh, right. Coming on to Dylan now.
Hello.
Hello. Right, talking about Oldham now. So how would you sum up your season last season, and where did you expect to be last season?
To be fair, I'm really happy with the 10th place finish after coming up from the National League. Like, yes, it's like National League and League Two are very, very similar in the face of a National League team can come up and then always survive in League Two, because no team's ever come up from the National League and then gone straight back down. 10th place finish, we had a sniff at playoffs at the end of the season. We had that massive unbeaten streak. Like, we're beating teams like Notts County, who's just got promoted. We beat them 3-0 at home. It's like we battering some teams, but then it just fell apart on the latter stages. But we had the best keeper in the league. That's no argued. Everyone said that in the league. He got the Golden Glove and was absolutely amazing. And if we didn't have him, we wouldn't have been where we was. We probably would have been well lower down. But we've made some amazing signings. Pardon?
Who was the keeper for you?
Matthew Woodson.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we just, to be fair, a 10th place finish for season back into the EFL. I'm really happy with that. But this season, it's got to be playoffs minimum. With the team that we're building and the players that we signed, they're all proven in League Two, apart from one of them. So we should really be pushing for next season, especially what we did at the end of last season. If we can go on that streak straight from the off, then we'll be in playoffs by January, and hopefully we can keep it up by then. Yeah. But obviously there's some tricky teams like Rotherham. They're expected to win the league. That's going to be a tricky game no matter what. But if they can't get the players right, like they said, it's one of them. Who gets brought in and tactics and all that.
Yeah, I feel like it could go either way with Rotherham. I was thinking about it, I was thinking if they get the recruitment right, I think they could be well up there in that top three. But I think if they don't get the recruitment right, I think they could be towards that mid-table area. So it's you know, I don't know what to expect from Rotherham.
Yeah, I mean, getting Steve McLaren, I think for any League Two side's massive, really. To get him in as director of football, the contacts he's had at the game, he's been at Manchester United as assistant manager, he's been at Middlesbrough, he's been the England manager, so he will have good contacts within the game. So hopefully the recruitment will be spot on with Steve McLaren. And we haven't signed a single player yet, and he said he's not rushing. He's taking his time to make sure they get the right players that fit the system that we're going to play. So that's quite positive that we're not just rushing into signing a load of players that we did with Steve Evans that season and struggled. So yeah, I'm positive that Steve McLaren is a good appointment and that he will get the right players and the right manager.
Doesn't feel that long ago that Rotherham in the Championship. It's quite crazy how you've gone down and down, haven't you?
Well, if you're going on about down and down, look at Oldham. We've gone from Premier League to non-league, and now we're just fighting our way back. So it happens with some teams.
I mean, we were yo-yoing every season. So
you were
from League One to the Championship, get relegated. Then we got promoted and stayed in the Championship for a season, but then got relegated the season after. And then last season with Steve Evans, prior to this season, we had a pretty bad season, and they sacked him because we was about 11th or something. And then this season, we tried it with an unproven manager and just waited too long to sack him. And then I think Rotherham thought they were too good to go down. Yeah, that mentality of, we're too good to go down. I mean, at times we were too good. We beat Lincoln 3-1 and they went and won the league. We beat 3-0. We beat them at home. We battered them, but then we'd lose to terrible teams like Port Vale. Do you know what I mean? We lose to these teams. I just couldn't believe it. But obviously with my channel, the channel as well got banned by the actual club because I did some AI videos about the management and the ownership, and it all went a bit crazy. It got thousands and thousands of views. I had to go into the club for a meeting, and then I went into the club and I tried to work with them, and then I sponsor a player, and they refused us to sponsor a player. So now we're still banned by the club, and it's a bit of a strange one. But but I'm banned from everywhere. I'm banned from Radio Sheffield, banned from Rotherham United. I think I'm too controversial for the football club.
At least you're giving your opinion out. At least you're giving it out.
Well, I can't wait for next season. We've got Derby Day next season. Rochdale got promoted, so we've got one of the biggest derbies, which is probably going to kick off. But
I was just about to ask
I just hope we don't get them on a Tuesday night. It's better on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Bring more fans.
So just before we come on to that, we're going to come on to Ozzy, like Yeovil. Last season, tell us how your season's been and where you expect it to be at the start of it.
My bias times.
Can you hear me, mate?
Typical Yeovil, eh?
I didn't even what I'm not being disrespectful, but what league what are you over?
I didn't know as well.
The National League. We played them last.
Come back. Right. I
Try
mate, you
that
there,
again.
Right. Okay. We'll wait for him. We'll just wait for him. We'll come on to what I was going to ask Dylan. Are you excited about the Oldham Rochdale derby? And
I can't wait. Of course, I'm going. There's no. I wouldn't ever miss that game. That's just like a game you just don't miss. Especially being an Oldham fan. We've not been beat by them for 10 years. So it's going into the game. Hopefully we get up the victory again, because we know if we get beat, that it's not going to be shut up about by Rochdale fans, because for some weird reason we've got a weird obsession with us. Like, they were chanting about us all last season when we were like coming up. Same with York, to be honest, because they made their celebration about us. Like, if you've seen all over Twitter, they were singing our chant that we sang towards their player, and then they also were chanting Oldham Athletic, we're coming for you. So it's two obsessed fan clubs coming up into League Two with Oldham, but I'm more bothered about like the bigger games, like the AK, Rotherham's, the Rochdale, obviously big game. I'm not really bothered about York. I've been a few times. I've been in the National League loads, and then we've obviously got we've got Chesterfield in there. Like, I wish Notts County stayed in the league, but that adds another technical rivalry into Salford. So we've got Salford in the league. So we've got a bit of close games. So you don't have to travel, miles down the road to places
Yeah.
like Bromley and MK Dons. So
At least they're out the way, you know.
I can't wait to play Bromley again. We played them in the whatever cup it's called now. I think we beat them 7-0 last season, and we got relegated. So that shows you.
well, I don't think you played them because they got promoted. So
Oh, did they go up? So
yeah,
that's
they
how
went
bad
up. They
this
won,
league
they
is.
won the league.
We
They won
should
the
win this.
league.
Yeah, we should win this league with like 100 points or something. I think.
100 points. Fair
Yeah,
100
enough.
that's
points
my target.
relegation incoming. 100 points
100
relegation incoming.
Right. So, Ozzy, are you there, mate?
He's definitely not there.
Yeah. Are you there? Yeah, I can't hear you, mate. Can you turn your microphone up? Right. We were supposed to pause it, but we'll just leave it, so it's fine.
The awkward silence.
I know. You there now, mate?
It's like Port Vale's ground, isn't it? Awkward silence.
Yes. That is true.
Oh, savage. Savage. Right. I don't think we can hear Ozzy, so we'll just come on to something else now. So, a very, very, very early prediction now. George, we'll come to you.
Oh, I don't
Very,
like
very
predictions.
early prediction. Where do you expect Stoke to be?
Oh, well, I'll do 16th.
16th.
Our normal position, eh? We love the 16th position. Like I said before, though, if there's something right, I think it'll be even lower. So
Yeah.
far at the moment, I'll do 16th early prediction.
16th. King Bush, what are you going for?
Top 100 points. Why not?
Fair enough. And Dylan, your prediction?
You know what? I'm going to be realistic. I'll take a fifth in the
Yeah,
league.
that's
Get
fair enough.
playoffs.
And Ozzy?
Where Bale finishing?
Right. Ooh.
Bottom. There we
Yeah,
go.
I can see back to back.
No, I think Vale will do all right. They've got a good manager now. They've got a decent manager, haven't they?
Yes. At least I've got one person back me up.
They haven't done the squad.
Right, the Vale I put in the playoffs range, to be fair, on my actual predictions on my TikTok. So
They probably will be alright.
I'd go second. I'd say second was we're going up. I'd probably put someone like Bristol Rovers at
Yeah, I think Bristol Rovers might be done that season.
Bristol
Yeah.
Rovers will be up there anyway.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
of this, they just turned amazing when they got the new manager in. So
Yeah, I think League Two will be very good next season. There's a lot of teams that'll be pushing, and it'll be interesting to see where Salford will be because I think Salford are a weird one. Quite a
Is that
small
the manager,
club.
isn't he?
Yeah,
they've just sacked the manager, haven't they? So
Yeah.
I can't really see him doing anything. I don't understand why they sacked the manager because they had a plan
I
going
don't.
on.
yeah.
But it's Salford being Salford and Gary Neville being Gary,
Gary
Neville.
Neville,
So
yeah.
I'll just leave it as that.
Yeah, I think Salford will be an interesting one. I don't know where. No one knows where they'll be. They could be 24th or 1st. You don't know.
A weird
Yeah.
underdog, I reckon, in League Two is going to be York next season.
I do. I would
Yeah.
put
I
York
see that.
in the top 10. Where are you going to put your rivals, Rochdale, Dylan?
To be honest, like rivalry aside, I think they're going to finish mid-table because I think they're going to lose a lot of the players that they're relying on for next season. Like they've got that Manny D up front. He's being looked at by many clubs. It depends who they keep, to be honest, because they have a good squad. There's a lot of shout about that Abdul Malik from Boreham Wood.
Oh
that
yes.
There's League
He's
One
very
and
good,
League
yeah.
Two clubs after him. Very good player. We proved it at Wembley. There's people like Hamami at Halifax, good midfielder for this league. For Carlisle, it's like Con Clark, Linney. Like there's a few good players in the National League that I'm surprised not being picked up by League One or League Two clubs, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumours going on about Abdul Malik. I've seen him a few times last season. He looked really, really good. I think a good season in League Two for him with a decent sized club like your Bristol Rovers, your Rotherham, Vale, Oldham, all the teams that'll be up
there we go.
all the teams that'll be up there, and then I think if he has a good season in League Two, then he'll be a good League One player, and I'm sure.
Well, that's exactly what we've done with Scott Morris, haven't we?
Yeah,
Right back from Southend. See how he does in the league.
yeah. Right. So one last question for everyone now. What one player would you sign? So if you could pick any realistically, what would be a one player that you'd sign for the window? George, coming to you first.
We've been rumouring him for quite a few months now. Savante Ingelsson from Sheffield Wednesday. I think he's the only good player who's quite good last season. Sheffield Wednesday. When you watched him both times, he's quite a good midfielder. So, and I think we'll have a big rebuild in the summer. Midfielders to Baker's gone, so I think he slots right there for me. Ingelsson.
Yeah, Dylan. What one player would you sign?
It's between two, really. Like, it's between there's Mark Helm from Fleetwood, really good player for League 2,
yeah.
and then you've got Hamami from the National League. But is he ready for this division? Because he's a really good midfielder for Halifax. So it's between them two for me. But if you're going on a player that I would sign overall coming to the end of his career, and he said he would come back for his final season, it's Tarkowski because he was born and bred in Oldham. So
Yeah,
that's a player I would bring back.
yeah. King Bush, what about you? What one player
You said realistic, but I'd take Victor Johansson back from Stoke. They've robbed us with him.
You don't want any Stoke players.
Best keeper in the league.
Don't want any Vale players either.
Yeah, exactly.
Real.
But the one I would probably go for is it's been released by Doncaster. I'd probably go Billy Sharp. He'll score goals.
Yeah.
He's coming to end of his career, but he's guaranteeing you goals at that level. You don't have to play him all the 90 minutes. Just he'll score goals for you and fire you up. So I'd go for Billy Sharp.
Do you think though, if you did get promoted in League 2 with him, would he be good enough to be competing in League 1?
No, I'd get rid of him then. I think you just use and abuse him, don't you? He's ex-Sheffield United, so he's used to being used. Just use him for League 2, get us out of it, and then you buy a new striker when you get into League 1.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm gonna give a player. I want Abdul Malik. He looked really good, and I think he'd fit Vale's system very, very well.
I reckon he's going Peterborough, mate. He's screaming Peterborough.
Yeah.
Well, screaming Peterborough.
So, that'll be it for today. That'll be it for the first group. We've got a second group waiting now. So I appreciate all you three coming on, and obviously Ozzy, who we couldn't hear, unfortunately. So we'll try again soon. But I appreciate all you coming on. Make sure to go and like and subscribe to the channel and to their 3 channels. I'll put them all in the description. And I hope you lads have all enjoyed it today.
Yeah,
cheers, mate.
And good luck with the season, guys.
I'm sure as the weeks go by, we'll be talking more about transfer rumours and talking about what players have gone to who, and then it'll be a bit more, exciting. Then we can start giving.
Hopefully, we'll have a manager by then.
Yeah,
it'll help on it if we get a manager and there's some actual players. I don't think we're playing 6-a-side next season.
We haven't got any players yet as well.
right.
And I'm going to enjoy my pint now. Good luck for 25 minutes.
You enjoy your well-deserved pint.
Cheers, mate.
Right. See you later, everyone.
In a bit, guys.
And up the Vale.
Go on, Stoke.
Hello, everyone, and it's the second group on now. We did have the last group, which contained KB Terence Talk, Dylan Melia, I keep forgetting, to be honest, and George Beza, who is unfortunately a Stoke fan. But now we have got the second group. We've got TDIA again, who was on last week. How are you, mate?
Yeah, all good, mate. I'm echoing now as well, so but never mind. But yeah, it's all good. Been a good week.
Good. Anything content-wise on your channel?
I can't remember. Yeah, I think I put a walk around Doncaster.
Oh, yeah.
Which was pretty interesting, but I've got a fish and
Nice.
chip video going out in a couple of days as well, so
Fish and chips. I had a chippy tonight.
I love it.
Love it. Good in it. Love a good chippy. We joined with Presley for like the 100th time, like 4th and 5th time in a row. How are you, mate?
I'm doing top of the world, mate. I'm basically part of this channel now.
Yeah, I know. You're like a collaborator. Like,
But yeah, I'm doing well, mate.
yeah, good. Anything posted in the last week? Well, consistent about your channel.
I had one of them. I had a skit where I was doing about Rotature when he finds out KSI left the Sidemen, and it's him making a diss track. I did that. I posted that on Instagram. Got 250
Oh, that was funny.
views.
That was really funny.
So that banged. That got 4 million views on Insta. But yeah, just been living, doing skits, arranging a charity match. That's it, mate.
Good. We're also joined with BWFC JJ for the 3rd or 4th time in a row. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Looking forward to this show.
Sounds good. Anything content-wise last week?
I had a few edits for the players coming in and out.
That's fair enough. We're also joined with Willis Vlogs. Now, it was a while since you've been on the show. It's been at least over a month, but you're back on. Obviously, things have been GCSEs and all that. It's been busy, but it's we're happy to have you back on. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm buzzing to be back on. And obviously, can't wait to discuss things on the channel again with you. So yeah, buzzing to be back on, mate.
Yeah, fantastic. So obviously it's been a while since you've come on, but just tell us about what you do on your channel and what team you support.
Yeah, I do a lot of vlogs. I do them quite weekly. I do them for quite a lot of different teams, but mainly for Peterborough and QPR. So support QPR, and but I do go to a couple of the games at Posh, so I can't wait to get back down there next season.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be looking forward to next season. It'll be a very good next season. I think Championship in particular, that is looking really good. So many rivalries in there. Will QPR? We're going to come on to QPR first. Just talk us through how you thought last season went, and where did you expect to be?
Well, I think when we got a new manager last season, and a good group of players came in. Poku came in, Burrell, Conan. Their first season, I think, went really well, but come to about December, they started getting injured, and it got to that point where, what are we going to do now? Are we going to just do our usual flop and finish mid-table, which we did, and could we get to the playoffs? And it's always a word that we don't really discuss. 12 years been in the Championship now since that famous Bobby Zamora moment. We haven't had any good moments. But I really thought this moment was different when we scored that last-minute winner, 98th or something ridiculous like that. We jumped into the playoffs, and I thought that was that. But no, it was just same old in the end. But hopefully next season, I think we're linked with a couple of players, Tickle for Wigan. But a note on the Championship next season, it's looking absolutely box office. And I think them police officers are pooping themselves, aren't they, really, at the minute?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many good rivalries in that Championship. And League One will be a feisty affair as well.
Oh, yeah.
And League Two will be a bit interesting. Presley, are you looking forward to the Championship and the teams in there, with it being a really good league?
Well, to be honest, I am looking forward to it. It would be nice, as much as I hate them, it would be nice to have, our rivals Luton back in the Championship just so we can batter them. But it is nice to just, know that we didn't get relegated, which is a positive. I mean, we did finish 1 point off QPR, so suck your mum. I reckon this season, it all depends on the manager we get in. Like I keep bloody saying, it all depends on the manager, and we get in, and then the second one we get in after a couple of weeks, and then the third one, and the fourth one, and the fifth one. because we'll probably have about 30 next season, because we always do.
Presley, you're going to sack him before you even start next season, and even if you go up, you sack him, won't you?
Oh, mate, it's annoying, but I'm used to it now. It'd just be nice if we had such a terrible end to the season. It'd be nice to try and push for playoffs, because this is our 4th or 5th season in the Championship now, since we got relegated for the second time.
Inconsistency with managers, isn't it? I thought you were going to Elton John.
Mate, Elton John, he could be our manager. We're going for everybody.
He'd probably be better, wouldn't he?
Mate, it'd be quality. To be fair, at least he knows the players and they'd probably respect him. But, mate, it's a long time since, the Elton John, Graham Taylor era where we were finished second in the league, in the Prem. Well, before it was the Prem, that was like the 80s. But it's just, we had a good 10 years in the Prem, and now we're back to where probably our level is. But it's annoying when you get that taste of being in the Prem for so long, and then we finished 16th in the Championship. It's like, it's a bit like Stoke, it's a bit like QPR, it's a bit like teams like that in the Championship, a bit like Birmingham as well, Norwich. We just we were like decently established Premier League sides, and now we're just mid-table, lower end of the table in the Championship. It's annoying. It is what it is.
Yeah, I do hope Watford do well, but at the same time, it would be funny if you did go and get a manager and you were doing quite well and you sacked him. It would be very funny.
Well, it's what we'll do.
I think that skit would reach double 250k views well. Right, we're also going to come on to Bolton as well. Bolton are in the Championship. JJ, what are your thoughts on Bolton going into the Championship with such a good league, a good competitive league? I think better than last season as well. I'm sure it'll be very hard, but do you think you can stay up?
So I think I predicted Bolton to finish maybe 2019, somewhere around there. Hopefully we could get higher. I think season 1, we just aim at staying up.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think that would be the aim for any priority team that comes up from like the League One to Championship or any league. Well, apart from Wrexham, we won't go into Wrexham, but coming on to TDIA. Obviously, I've actually got your name right for once.
You have.
I used to keep calling you TDI because it was easier, but TDIA. Just remember that, eh? So
it could be anything. It doesn't matter anyway.
So obviously we're going to come on to Hibs now. You obviously spoke about Hibs for the first time, as it was your first time on, and the bit of Scottish info. Just tell us a bit about what you expect next season and how's the league looking.
Yeah, in last week I don't think much has happened. I think obviously players be a few going off to World Cup and that kind of thing. And I think for next season, Hibs need to be aiming for 3rd and to finish above Hearts. Now, I think I mentioned this last week that I know that they just nearly won the league, but I think they'll have a bit of a decline next season. But like I say, we'll see. But that's where I think we should be aiming. We have got into Europe now, so that draw will be soon. So hopefully I can get some time off work and shoot off over to a decent country if I can make it over. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I booked Dublin as well. We're playing over there in pre-season. So actually, my first game's in a few weeks. So pre-season's starting early in Ireland. So I'm shooting over to Ireland for a few days to have a few beers and a bit of football. So season's coming back pretty quickly, especially in Scotland.
Me and a beer and watching football. That's perfect for you, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well, normally with these videos, I don't tend to really have a drink because I'm trying to obviously concentrate on video and speaking to people and seeing how everyone is really. But yeah, it'd be nice to go into fan park. They're arranging a big fan park in Dublin. Have a few beers and then film whatever I film, and however much crap I talk will come out on video. So that'll be it.
That sounds good. That sounds good. And just one more question for the teams that went down last season in the Scottish Prem, and the teams that are coming up this season, are the teams that are coming up this season bigger than the ones that are going down?
The obvious answer to that is no, but only when one went down. Because I think I briefly mentioned this last week, that there's a playoff between second bottom and one of teams from league below. It's a two-legged playoff, and the Premiership team won it over 2 legs by one. I think it was 2-1. So St Mirren have stayed up. So the only team that actually went down was Livingston. So the team coming up will be slightly better than Livingston, I'd probably guess, but they'll still be fighting relegation. So it's tough in Scotland because it can only end up being one down depending on elimination playoffs. So yeah, I think the league will be stronger next year, but the team coming up will probably struggle.
Yeah, fair enough. It's pretty much how most leagues work, unless it's your Wrexham or your Birmingham or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice to see them stay up. I mean, they'll be an underdog, won't they? So it'd be nice to see a new team go down.
Yeah.
Nice to see a team nice to see a team that have been in the Scottish Prem for a while and to see them go down, and then the team that
I mean Livingston. But the team that went down this season are called Livingston. They were essentially a non-league team that got a massive ground built from, well, not massive, but 10,000, just under 10,000. And they sort of came through ranks and got into Premiership with this pretty decent stadium and kind of punching above the level. So they tend to flip-flop between leagues anyway. So they go up and down. They'll probably win it next year and come back up. So so they're the type of team that holds 10,000 that'll get 2,000 or 3,000 home fans, and rest at ground will be given to away fans. So like if Hibs go, they'll get 7,000 at ground.
Yeah.
And get 3 at stands, which is a bit unusual in football, isn't it? But that's how they do it, so that they can fill ground.
Yeah. Presley, we're gonna come back to you now. So don't worry, we're not talking about managers. We're keeping that secret. We're making sure we're keeping that secret.
Mate, I've been researching it, to be fair.
So we're going to ask everyone this now. So we'll start with you, Presley. What is one player that you'd want to come into your team realistically? And don't say Troy Deeney.
No, can he unretire? Oh, that's actually a really good question. I'm gonna say, you've kind of thrown a spanner in the works here.
Yeah. That's the last group. This one as well.
Oh. Who I could see genuinely? I don't think it'll be permanent, but as a loan, I could see Liam Delap joining us. He's struggling for game time at Chelsea. He's, he did really well at Ipswich. He got the big move to Chelsea. It's not really worked out. I think he's going to want to get some game time under his belt. I don't think he'll join us, but I feel like, I don't know why, but I can just see Liam Delap joining us for a season on loan. I feel like that's quite a realistic one because our last striker was only on loan, and he was quality for the time we had him, Kjærgaard. And obviously he's gone back. So if we don't sign him permanently, I really want, someone, maybe not Liam Delap, but someone along that level, someone who's at a big club, but struggling for game time. And he was the first one that popped into my mind. So
yeah, that's a fair shout. Will, coming on to you, what is one player that you'd want realistically?
I would like that Stockport striker, Sibba. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but Sibba, he's put in the who's that? Siaba. I think that's how I say it. But yeah, striker for Stockport.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's been bagging all the goals, and I think that's kind of where we're at the moment, getting all the League One gems. We did it with Poku. I think we're quite confident to sign him, and I think potentially one would probably go out the door, and maybe Coley. I think been quite unlucky not to get a lot of game time, but he's up against Kone, Burrell most weeks. But when he does get a shift, he does take it really well, and he scored some really good goals this season. And yeah, I'd love that Sibba to join. And obviously, we're linked with another goalkeeper as well, Tickle, that I mentioned from Wigan, and I thought he played really poorly, putting it nicely, when he played against Posh, 6-1 loss. So yeah, that's a good option to bring him in. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather have an Englishman than a foreigner, because then it takes a year to adapt. But yeah, that Tickle was quite garbage when he was getting a lot of tickle in that game.
JJ, coming to you now, what would be one player that you would sign realistically?
One player, I'd say maybe there is someone I've seen who's been linked with a few championship clubs. I think it's Casper Widdell or something.
And where does he play?
I'm not sure. I think it might be the Belgium league or something. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, what position does he play?
Honestly, I'm not too sure about him, but I've just seen a few clips of him. I've seen him been linked with a few championship clubs. So
Yeah, fair enough. TDIA, one player you would sign for Hibs realistically?
I'm going to say it's probably not that realistic, but he has played for the club before. John McGinn for Villa.
Oh yeah.
Could get him back at probably his last payday or whatever. When his legs go in Premiership, he were absolutely superb before he signed for Villa. I always remember Jack Grealish being interviewed about him when he signed for Villa. Said, I've never even heard of him. He came into the club, didn't even look like a footballer. And we were all thinking, who's this guy? And he's turned into one of the best ever signings for Villa.
Yeah.
Cost them pretty much no money. And then, he's one that I'd love to see come back here, probably in a couple of years. And, start off where he left off last time and hopefully get us back to winning cup and that.
Yeah, that would definitely be a good signing. And just to we'll ask another one now. We'll go around again. Very early prediction now. Well, I think TDIA, we'll start with you because you did say third for Hibs, but we'll ask you again anyway. Your very, very early prediction.
I think we'll finish fourth, but I think we should be aiming for third, like I mentioned earlier. I think last season we played like 8 games in Europe and a lot of friendlies, and I think that affected our start to league season. This time, I think we'll get knocked out in Europe quite early, so I think we'll be better in league, but we'll see.
Yeah, fair enough. Presley, early prediction.
It's hard to predict with
24
without a manager.
24 managers.
Yeah, mate, it's hard. It's basically impossible to predict because one manager, you can bring him in, start the season, and you go, right, okay, I think we're going to finish there, and then you get rid of him, and it's kind of like all up in the air. We haven't even got a manager, so it's hard to predict. We could be challenging for automatic promotion. We could be challenging for playoffs. We could have another boring season, but I'm going to say we finish 6th.
Wow.
I don't think we get promoted, but I think we have a good run in the playoffs, and I think it's a decent season for us.
Well, no, I've heard rumours that you've already appointed a manager, but you sacked him before it could even go online.
Yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't put it past them.
Well, we'll come on to you now. Very early prediction.
I'd love to say playoffs. I'd love to say every year, but I think it'll just be, us again, get a few good wins, and then we'll get some injuries. We'll be on a good path. It just happens every year. We just get unlucky with that. I know it's not always about the injuries, but I think we have some good, talent, and if they get injured, it kind of, loses our hope. But we're tipped to go down. I think it's quite a competitive league next, and then your outliers are going to be Wrexham, West Ham, Wolves. I think with West Ham keeping bulk of their squad, Bowen and Somerville, he lit up that league, didn't he, with Leeds? So I think, I think it'll be about 12th. We're now to finish any higher for 12 years. So yeah, about 12th. I think I'd love to say playoffs. I think we've got the players for it, but I think we'll end up 12th again.
Yeah, but that 12th, I mean, not too bad, but obviously you'd be wanting to aim for the top 6, as you said.
Oh, definitely. Obviously, I was about 4. I was in the pub. When it happened, when Bobby Zamora went up. Probably, a Corona or something in my bottle. So I can't really remember it, but that was the last good memory. So yeah, I'd love glory days to be at QPR, but it all comes around again, like Coventry had it this season. So who knows? It might be a star season.
Yeah, I mean, fingers crossed. JJ, your very early prediction.
I'd say maybe 19th.
That's reasonable. What would be your optimistic prediction? Do you think maybe you could be pushing, higher?
I'd say top 8, aim at playoffs.
Yeah, fair enough. That would be very good. For Bolton. So it'll be a short one today, as obviously we did have Group 1 coming on. But I do appreciate you all coming on, and as I say, it's been very short, but I'm sure next week we will. It'll be 10 or 15 minutes more long, and maybe we can at least get some World Cup content on there, because we are very limited for content. So we may as well just get some World Cup content going on there, if that sounds good with you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good, mate.
All good, mate.
So make sure to go like and subscribe to the channel and to all the other channels. I really appreciate you all coming on again. And just before we go, Presley, charity match, as we do every week. Give us the details for it, for anyone new who's watching.
Right, okay, it's my time to shine. 2nd of August in Oldham. It's the Vestacare Stadium, home of Avro FC. So yeah, 2nd of August, 2 p.m. kickoff. Gates open at 1:20. It's a full day. We've also got a raffle going now. Link for tickets is £1 tickets. The more you buy, the cheaper the tickets are for the raffle, and you can win a signed shirt by all the players, signed ball by all the players. That's in the Create to Help the NHS Instagram bio, as are the tickets for the game. Tickets are £6 online, or on the door they will be £10. And yeah, we've got some big names. We've got some TikTokers: Isaac Batcher, Squash, Will Jekko. We've obviously got me, you. We have got Andy Ryan from the Great British Bake Off. We've got Wayne Spicer, who's an ex-pro footballer who is now the PSG academy coach for England. We have also got some other ex-pros. We've got singers. And we have got an actor who played Jesse Lingard in the recent series of Dear England that just came out last Monday. So we've got some decent names. We've got a couple more to be announced yet, which I won't, announce. We've got a halftime performer now. I believe his name's Tom Rogan. I could be completely wrong, but I believe his name's Tom Rogan.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
So we've got him. He's singing at halftime. He's quite a well-known singer. So search him up, listen to some of his songs. And yeah, mate, it's gonna be a good day. So if anyone can make it down there, please do, because currently the ticket sales are looking decent but not unbelievable, and we want to get as many people down as possible, because all the money gets donated to the NHS staff. And yeah, that's basically all I can think of for the charity match.
How many tickets have you sold so far?
Tickets so far, we've sold, I think it's between 20 and 30, but we haven't even started a promotion campaign yet. I'm speaking with my content manager, and we are doing a campaign together to get you know, because he runs campaigns for big, you know, people that, you know, run for like MPs that are running for stuff, and he does it for those types of people. So he's good at, you know, running a campaign. So once we started that will get done. We've got a sponsor now completely confirmed. I'm not going to announce it yet because we haven't confirmed. Well, we've confirmed the sponsor, but we haven't announced the sponsor yet.
Yeah.
But they are the shirt sponsor. The kits have been ordered. When they arrive, I'll then get the sponsor and the team logos printed on them. But yeah, it's all, everything is sorted now. The deposit's been paid for the pitch. We just need to pay the other half of the pitch cost. And it also includes, you know, a few members of staff and the bar and the change rooms for the day, which will be paid in mid-July. So we've got time to pay that, but the pitch is all confirmed. So that's the Vestacare Stadium in Oldham. But yeah, everything is now confirmed, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to it?
No, of course.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, I don't blame you, to be honest, mate. It's going to be a terrible day. I think everyone should not buy tickets. I'm joking. Everyone, please buy tickets, because this is my first time arranging a charity match, and I don't want it to flop. Thank you.
Yes, of course. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be something to tick off the bucket list. That'll be really good. Yeah, that'll be it for today. Thanks for Presley for giving us that information, as always. Thanks for everyone for coming on today. Like and subscribe, and up the Vale.